get specific about phone calls to Senator Sinema, but does he feel like he gave some space to the negotiators? Does he feel like now is the time for him to engage directly, hands-on, to try to get this over the finish line and to make that personal outreach to potentially bring Senator Sinema here?
So, we're not going to talk about any outreach of any other senators, but I would say that the president has been very vocal here. He has made his point very, very clear to the American people, to the public, of where he stands on these items that we're talking about. When we're talking about climate change and energy costs, when we're talking about drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, and bringing those costs down. And again, his team, right? These are the folks who work for him, have been directly engaging with members in Congress, and that's going to continue. And so, again, he has been very vocal, and he'll continue to do that.
There's a new polling out by the New York Times, but other news outlets as well, that shows a majority of Democrats don't want President Biden to run again in 2024. The latest New York Times polling has 26% who say they do want him to run. We had some reporting yesterday that the administration is keeping a close eye on potential challengers. How nervous is this White House when you look at those numbers and when you think about the other Democrats who are out there making their voices heard?
So, the president intends to run in 2024. We are a long ways away from that. I cannot get into specifics of any political election polling because I am behind this podium. But what I can say, we just talked about the Inflation Reduction Act and how important the president believes to deliver that to the middle class, to the American people. Earlier this week, or just yesterday, the CHIPS Act was passed, and how critical that's going to be to lowering costs, investing in manufacturing. As we talk about inflation, it's going to strengthen the supply chain. All of these things are the work that are because of the work that the president has been doing. So we're going to continue those efforts. We're going to continue to deliver the best way we can. And let's not forget the gas prices as well. That's something that the president has been doing for months, and we have seen a decline for the last 6 weeks. That's our focus.
And just one more on the prisoner swap. Does the administration feel more confident now that you'll be able to bring Brittany Griner, Paul Whelan home after the conversation that Secretary Blinken had with his counterpart?
We are doing everything that we can to bring Paul home, to bring Brittany home. We believe they are being wrongfully detained, and they should be home with their families, and we're going to continue to do the work to get them back.